Good morning, guys. It's a comfortable August morning. The last couple days have been horrible weather-wise. It's been raining and raining hard, but like in the upper 70s to mid 80s, and it's excruciatingly just difficult to like focus and do things, especially for my students. But yeah, weather-wise, the day is supposed to be cloudy and warm, but not rainy, which is a great thing because Friday it poured like no other, and I had to walk home. My 10-minute walk home was a wet one, even with an umbrella. Then yesterday it was pouring and I had no food, so I had to run to a grocery store, and I came back soaking wet even with an umbrella. So today is a good day for going out of my apartment on a weekend. So I do plan on leaving for a bit. Other than me needing to run to Daiso to pick up some little bits that are cheaper there, I need to do a little bit of online ordering. And you know that I have an online shopping problem because that's what I do nowadays, because I can't really go anywhere to where I live here in South Korea. The closest like store is about an hour bus ride away. It's good, just a bit overwhelming too. When you're taking the bus, you have to be conscious of how much you're gonna buy, because you have to take it on the bus with you and carry it back to your house. So I tend not to go there very often. Most of the stuff I buy for like everyday use, like food that I can't get at the grocery store near me, or household items that like I can't find at the grocery store near me or at Daiso, I usually just order it online. And I actually have to do an order this weekend. I was going to do it yesterday, but I thought this might be a good video to do it on. So there's a couple online merchants that I tend to do most of my shopping on. I have talked about it 1,000 times, and most of my hauls are pretty much from it. I do most of my additional shopping off of Coupang, which is the Korean version of Amazon. They have everything and anything, and they have very fast shipping. Even better shipping than Amazon, because when I lived in the States, I was an Amazon Prime member, and things that I would order off of Amazon, they would take about 2 or 3 days to get to my home. Coupang, I could literally order something at 10 in the morning Monday, and it'll arrive by 10 in the morning Tuesday. That is how fast shipping is with Coupang, and with a lot of my other sites. So the majority of the stuff that I order off of Coupang are either like food related that I can't find at the grocery store, or household related that I can't find at the grocery store or at Daiso, and some clothing items. So the second website you can use, they also have an app just like Coupang, is Gmarket, and I don't shop there as often as I did when I first arrived in Korea. When I first arrived in Korea, I didn't have an idea how to use my debit card to buy things online yet. Using Gmarket, I can use my international card, which was great when I first started, but I haven't ordered anything from Gmarket since last year, and I'm pretty sure since spring of last year. So it's been over a year since I last ordered anything off of Gmarket. But Gmarket has like a variety of things, just like Coupang. Um, and the only really good thing about shopping on Gmarket is that if you are a much bigger girl, so if you're like my size, which is US medium or bigger, you'll find more clothing that will fit you on Gmarket than you will find on Coupang. Coupang, you will find a lot of like freestyle, which means you're either gonna have to be a small or an extra small. If you want to look for bigger sizes, you have to like investigate thoroughly on Coupang. Same thing with Gmarket, but Gmarket has a lot more stores that sell bigger sizes than Coupang does. So you have like a plus side and a minus side between the two of them. The next popular site that I just started using this year is 11th Street, and my school uses it to order for like supplies and stuff. So I want to say that 11th Street is more of these like individual stores that have a marketplace on 11th Street, and then you pretty much like order it through 11th Street. It goes to the actual small merchant, and then you pay the small merchant. 11th Street, just like their little like website where they all congregate kind of thing. I mostly ordered off of their shoes, clothing, and like K-pop items because I like my K-pop stuff. And my school uses that to order school supplies. It's one of the things I had to look at this week because I needed to get clay for summer camp for my students. 11th Street I really like because you can literally find everything. That's where I bought my Nike shoes. That's you can find a lot of like higher end items that you can buy and order and have shipped. Shipping is pretty much the same as Coupang and Gmarket. And then there's a couple other sites that I have looked at and I've yet to order from them just because I found ordering at other places or actually going to a physical store and finding the items a lot quicker. So one of the sites that I did look up is Interpark, and I think a lot of people probably already know about Interpark because Interpark has a Korean and a global website where you can order your K-pop merchandise, you know, CDs, DVDs, your favorite bands, merchandise, t-shirts, things that they're promoting. You can get tickets off the site. You can get promotional events off the site. I think you can even go do like special trips. You can like tour trips or hotel packages off the site. I have looked on there because if you watch my BTS unboxing, I had talked about a little bit of wanting to get tickets, and that was the only place I can find BTS tickets, and there was this whole issue with it, but that was months ago. I also often go to Olive Young site. So Olive Young also has two websites. They have a global website and they have the Korean website. If you live in Korea, I recommend you usually buy off the Korean website. And I haven't ordered off of Olive Young yet just because I do live near one, so there's really no point for me to go and order off of Olive Young when I can spend a good 20-minute walking over to the nearby one and buying it. That's kind of why I really like where I live, is that I am in walking distance to a lot of the stores that you can buy online, but I don't have to. So Olive Young, if you're looking for like skincare, makeup, and then some other like beauty things like hair and diets and stuff like that, you can go to their website and buy Korean stuff. And the fact that they have a global one makes it easier for everybody who lives outside of Korea to actually buy Korean skincare products, which is one thing that I recommended to my sister when she was like, she couldn't find like some of her favorite Korean stuff anymore on Amazon. I'm like, have you tried Olive Young? Because more than likely you can get it there. And she's like, well, they don't have an international. I'm like, no, they have a global site. They even have a store in LA. They have a global site. So I think she's gonna run and check them out this weekend. I told her about it this weekend anyways. There's a couple other shops you can order things that I haven't tried, especially like grocery shopping. So I think grocery shopping, there Emart has one, Home Plus has one. I think Latte Mart has one where you can order groceries. I haven't ordered on there just because I live right next to a grocery store, so I actually don't have to, order fresh foods. I can just run over to the grocery store and get them on. While we're on the subject of shopping online, there are several ways to pay for it. Especially as a foreigner in South Korea, you might come across a little bit of difficulty. I know I did when I first moved here, just because I'm used to having my debit card also act as a credit card in the US. That is not the case here in South Korea. Your debit card here in South Korea is just a debit card. And you may or may not be able to use it online. So when my co-teacher took me to the bank to set up my bank account, it was totally fine. I got a debit card, which meant I can do shopping, I can take money out of my bank account, I can put money in my bank account, and all that other stuff. I wasn't aware that I couldn't use it online as like a credit card. I recommend that if you are coming here and you're setting up your bank account, one of the things that you make sure that is that your account can be used to do, or your account or your card can be used online, because currently I still don't have the ability to use my card number online. There are several other ways you can use your bank account here in South Korea to pay for things online. Most popular way that I've heard is bank transfer. So there'll be a section called Ungaeng Songgum, or bank transfer. And to do an online bank transfer, you just need to go to either your banking app or your banking website, depending on how you do your banking. I do my banking on my app, so that makes it so much easier for me, because then I don't have to download a whole bunch of security codes to do banking on my computer. And really, most of my banking is mainly bank transfers and paying my bills, and I can easily do that on my app. And the next way you can make purchase orders, it only works on some sites, not all the Korean sites, is to use your home country's credit card or home country debit card. I think a lot of people who do like using credit cards actually apply for a Korean credit card here to use. I'm not gonna go that route just because I already have two credit cards at home, and I really don't need to. Plus the two that I have, they work well internationally, so I don't have to worry about a lot of things with them. That leaves and then there's another way you can pay. Basically, it's like the Korean version of Apple Pay. I know Naver has a version. I use Kakao Pay to do some of my online orderings. Kakao Pay, it's basically the same thing as Apple Pay, except for it's connected to my bank account. So if a website has a Kakao Pay, that means I can make my online order and use Kakao Pay to pay for it. The way that you use is that you would go to the website and you would go through the process of putting things in your cart and doing the online order. One of the websites that I now often shop at, that I only pay with using Kakao Pay, is Sephora in Korea. They have a really great system. So you put in your stuff, you check out, and you check out using Kakao Pay. At this point, you need to have your phone, and this is the only way that you'll be able to You either need your phone or your iPad, because it pops up on the screen where you scan a QR code. So scanning the QR code sends a message to your Kakao account, and then your phone says, do you approve? And you say yes, and then you basically paid for your item. And this version of paying is becoming super popular, especially up in like Seoul, I believe, just mainly because of the coronavirus. It's much easier to just kind of scan in your payment rather than having to hand them your card or hand them your money, because less interaction. So that's how you do online ordering here in South Korea. At least that's how I've been doing online ordering here in South Korea. It's been a lot of like trial and error and like learning as I go. As far as international sites that deliver here in South Korea, especially if you are like my size and bigger, the sites that I've shopped at and have delivered here are H&M, of course, which is one of my most coveted brands that I use. ASOS does deliver here. It does take a little bit of time. It is taking a much longer time. It is taking much longer time recently, but they do deliver. And Zara, those 3 clothing sites do deliver here in South Korea. Makeup wise, especially if you are dark skin like me, Fenty does deliver here in South Korea, but you can order the Fenty stuff off of the Sephora website, which is a godsend. Those are the websites that I order from occasionally, or more than occasionally, more often than I need to. And those are like the 3 methods that I have used to pay for my online orders. My favorite so far is the Kakao Pay. Ever since I discovered that, it's just been an absolutely wonderful thing to be able to use here. So I am going to end my video here. You guys have a wonderful day. If you like this video, please hit the like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.
Every time I'm going out, the same things keep happening. New boy, same tricks.